Hello and welcome to the Techforce podcast show. I'm your host Shivani. Today's topic is very trendy. It is about decentralized finance and NFTs. Let's see what is decentralized finance. Well, it's an emerging ecosystem of financial applications and protocols built on blockchain technology with programmable capabilities such as Ethereum and Solana. The transactions get executed automatically through smart contracts on blockchain, which includes the agreement of the deal. For detailed discussion, I would like to welcome our guest for today, Sanya Sareen. Well, Sanya is a software engineer working in TCS and is in blockchain space since 2019. So let's welcome our guest. Hi, Sanya.
Hi Shivani,
Welcome to the show.
thank you so much.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too. So, today we're going to talk about NFTs and decentralized finance.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with a basic question. What brings you to this field of blockchain and cryptocurrency?
Okay. Actually, when I was in college, I had to write a research paper. So on
Okay.
that time, Ethereum and Bitcoin was quite in news. So and I didn't knew much about it. So I started reading about it, reading different articles, research papers, and after that, I actually ended up writing my research paper on. So from after that till yet, I'm into this space only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's jump into the topic. Can you explain what are smart contracts and what is the role of smart contracts in terms of decentralized finance and NFT?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, so for smart contracts, one can say that code is the law. Okay, where
Okay.
technology is used to enforce the rules. And what
Okay.
smart contract helps is actually in marching towards dictates what we can and cannot do. Okay, so for smart
Okay.
contracts, with respect to DeFi and NFT, it is actually the backbone. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So because for every transactions, for everything to function with respect to DeFi and NFT, a smart contract is written. So that's why it is considered as mm, the as that code is the law. Because
Right.
here there is no one intermediary. So
Okay.
whatever takes place, it governs with respect to the code. Yes.
Yes. Okay. What is the role of decentralized finance currently?
For DeFi, I would say that when we look back, we'll see that this is a historic moment in the evolution of computer science, as well
Yes.
as for social and political revolution as well. Because now we are seeing a lot of political movement behind cryptocurrencies,
Yes. Yes.
and we could face the fact that the reason more than 4 billion people are unbanked is because we require everyone to be identified on every side of every transaction. So that we can build a surveillance system and be monitored monitor every financial transaction from every corner of the planet. And the point is, most of the population, you know, the banking system is not within their reach, and we are
Right.
not able to serve them.
Yeah.
But even the remotest village has a cell phone tower, and someone in that village has a cell phone.
Okay.
So, if we see almost 5 billion people have access to cell phones. So,
Right.
for many young people, DeFi would be their first economic experience,
Right.
right? They can simply go and download the app on the internet. and they can be in control of their own money for the first time.
Okay. Yes.
And and that has never happened before. So DeFi is opening the doors for the things we have not even imagined till yet.
That's true. How is DeFi different than traditional finance? Like, what can you do with DeFi?
Okay. So in DeFi, we can do microtransactions.
Okay.
In, in with respect to that, I mean we can collect payments from millions of people in tiny amounts.
Right.
And in the same network, what we can do, we can send 1,000th of euro or billions of dollars. Okay.
Okay.
And the fee will be exactly the same because the fee depends on the size of the transaction in kilobytes and not on the amount. Other point I would say I want to highlight is that the most sophisticated online banking, okay,
Right.
with them, with respect to developers, I would say what we can do is just we can access some HTML that delivers a set of services that they decided they were going to give you, and
Hmm.
we get no APIs and no ability to run additional applications, no
Right.
ability to upgrade or innovate or change anything unless the entire network changes to support your new application. That's not feasible, right?
Right.
But with respect to DeFi, we can simply check their code in GitHub. They are all like for all the protocols which exist in DeFi, it's open source. And
Okay.
when first decentralized exchange came, after and its code was open source. After that, multiple exchanges came, and these were all the forks of that of Uniswap. And there are more which have added more features on it, so everyone can like we can create our own system.
Okay.
And like one more point which I want to highlight is that this all happens is because of the internet and because of the neutrality of the internet, means that
Yes.
internet does not distinguish between the organizations.
But okay, can you elaborate that last point?
Yeah, see, like it's in a sense like cryptocurrencies are neutral to the centers.
Right. Right.
It,
Right.
right. This
Yeah.
that means it gives every citizen, every user the ability to innovate in terms of financial instruments.
Right.
Like
Okay.
we can operate on the same level as like Citibank does.
Right. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Well, okay. So let's talk about NFTs for a while now. Like, it is a huge buzzword that's going on. Like, even like Bollywood actors, I recently read that Salman Khan is also launching his own NFTs. Right. So,
Yes.
from Manish Malhotra has
Yeah.
his own own line and everything. So, okay, so what are NFTs? Like, what is this huge hype behind it? And like, how does one create their own NFT? Like, how can one create it, buy it, or sell it?
Okay. So first, NFT is basically a non-fungible token, a token which is unique.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
and it is considered as a deed tied to an ownership. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so as internet has its certain standards, protocols, similarly, NFT is also a it is also having a standard that is ERC 721 token.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so behind that, its smart contract is written, then it is minted, and then it gets into the blockchain.
Right.
Okay, and how NFT is being used?
Yes,
Uh,
yes. Like, how
yeah,
can we create
yes.
our own NFT and how the audience can buy or sell NFT? So, like, everything.
Okay. So NFTs, these are the collectible arts. It can be in the form of JPEG images, GIF or small clips, 3D arts. Okay.
Yeah.
So for the artist, they can create their digital arts. How like they create arts like for gaming also they make different cards, collectibles for the users.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Like those
similar.
props,
Yeah.
props and everything in that. Like the weapon you buy on in a gaming when you're playing a game, or a car you buy, or certain things you buy in that.
Yes, that. So they can use them and they can launch them in the marketplaces. Marketplaces, in a sense, there are many marketplaces for NFT. Like
Right.
OpenSea
Yes.
is there, Rarible is there, Coinbase is there.
Yeah.
So first they have to uh, they have to decide which marketplace they want to join. That it be centralized or decentralized.
Okay.
Okay. Then for
Yeah.
that they would need a wallet and
Okay.
coin for the respective blockchain. Suppose if it is using Ethereum, they need ethers. Then if they want in Polygon, so they would have they should have Matic tokens or Polygon
Right.
tokens,
Right.
right? Because these are required um, when we launch our token. Okay, when we launch our NFT, upload the NFT in that marketplace. So while uploading, gas fees is required. So
Okay.
to pay that gas fees, we need a token respected to that blockchain.
Right.
And after that, while uploading our NFT, we can decide that we want to place a bid that users can place the bid, or I want to set a fixed price.
Okay.
And some platforms also pays royalty to the artist.
Right. Yes. So that artist can get all the credit as well.
Yes,
Okay. So like NFTs are becoming a social norm these days, right? So like,
yes.
how promising is the future of NFTs? Like, are they here to stay, or it's just a trend in the crypto world?
I think it's just the beginning of
Okay.
it because yesterday only I read that Coinbase has launched their NFT platforms and over 1 million people have signed up.
Right.
So
Yes.
yeah, so this number is quite huge, I would say. And one with respect to, I would in a generalized way with respect to DeFi and with respect to NFT. So with now DeFi NFT, it comes into Web3.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
so now, why I would say that it will stay is because this provides something to the users which Web2 was not providing. Web
Right. Exactly.
uh, Web2 was about that users are the data. Okay,
Right.
corporations own the platform, and the code is closed.
Right.
And Web3 is completely opposite. It is
Okay.
considered like users own their data, okay, and
Yeah.
contributors own the platform, and above all, code is open.
Right. Got it. So it's just the beginning of a huge next thing, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so let's come back to DeFi. What are the use cases of DeFi? Like, what's next for DeFi now?
So currently with DeFi, there are many protocols available that that allows us to trade, exchange the tokens. They are decentralized exchanges. They are not like centralized exchanges. Centralized exchanges are based upon the order book method, but
Yes.
decentralized, it depends upon the liquidity available. The users with those who are holding those tokens, they only provide liquidity to the platform.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then in DeFi, they have lending and borrowing. So lending and borrowing for Aave is there, compound is there. So we can borrow very minimum amount of money, and here it's not fixed that on this particular duration you have to return it, or only this much amount you can borrow. It's not that.
Right. Right.
A- And then it is then staking, yield farming are there that we can, if suppose I'm holding some tokens, okay, staking and yield farming is about simple interest and compound interest.
Okay, yeah, yes, yes. What advice would you like to give to our young audience who are like investing in this crypto world, in NFTs and everything? So, what would you like to tell them?
I would just like to tell them that do your own research
Right. Yes.
because there are many tokens which are not authentic. So you
Right.
just don't have to follow the crowd.
Yes,
And
exactly.
you are responsible for your money. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. So, okay, so I would like to end this podcast. So, what we do is we like ask for a closing quote from our guest. So, would you like to share any quote or any thought process currently, or any movie quote will do? So, please share that.
Okay, fine. I would like to share a quote. Uh, it is written by Naval
Okay.
Ravikant.
Okay.
So it's like this that mentors won't make you healthy, trainers won't make you fit,
Yeah.
teachers won't make you smart. Ultimately, you have to take responsibility. Save yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's a perfect end right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks, Sanya, for like joining this very short podcast. Like it was, we covered like a lot in this 15 minutes. Like we discussed the very basics of NFTs and DeFi. So thank you so much for guiding us in that.
Thank you so much, Shivani, for having me and for
Yeah.
being such a wonderful host.
Yeah, you're welcome. Would like to like invite you again. Like we can do a part two of what will be next. Like once we can discuss how Bollywood stars are now entering into NFT one.
Yes, definitely. We'll discuss
Yeah.
on that also.
Yes, yes. All right then. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivani, for having me.
So that was Sanya talking about NFTs and decentralized finance and various trends that are following in the cryptocurrency world. The more we enter into the blockchain world, the crazier it gets. Stay tuned for the next episode on the Techforce podcast show. Stay safe. Goodbye.